Now, the next scientist who tried to classify elements after Dogrener was Newland. Newland. Okay, so he tried to classify the elements, and he had his own law called the law of octaves, and that's what it is called, Newland's law of octave. Okay, now he was an English scientist, and he came up with this law somewhere in the year 1866. So let's see what was his law. So he said when elements are arranged in the increasing order of the atomic masses, the properties of every eighth element are similar to the first. So what did he say? When you arrange, okay, elements in the increasing order of the atomic masses or weights, what you call, the properties of every eighth element will always be similar to the first element. That means every eighth means the first and the eighth element will have similar properties. Second and the ninth will have similar properties. The third and the 10th. Okay, so first and the eighth element. So eighth element will be similar to first. So what is the gap between 8 and first? 8 minus 1 kitna hota hai? 7. Same way second element will be similar to the ninth element. Third element will be similar to the 10th element. You have to add 7. Fourth element will be similar to the 11th element, so on and so forth. Okay, that's why the word I've underlined every eighth element. That doesn't mean only the eighth element is similar to the first. It also means the ninth element will be similar to the second, the 10th element will be similar to the third. Okay, so on and so forth. So let's see his table, the table which he came up with, which is also there in your textbook on page number 17. This was his table. So why he gave the name Newland's law of octaves? Okay, why did he call it an octave? Now, octave is a octave of music. Okay, now here you have you must be knowing the swar or the surs, no? We say sa re ga ma pa da ni, then after ni comes sa. So what is the first sur? Sa, 1, 2 is re, 3 is ga, 4 is ma, pa 5, dha 6, ni 7, and after what do you say? Sa re ga ma pa da ni, pa dha, sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. So eighth sur again is what? Sa. And what is the first sur or the swar? It is sa. So can you see the first sur was sa in Indian music, and the eighth sur also is sa. Sa re ga ma pa dha ni sa. So that's what he meant. The first, just as the first sur and the eighth sur or the eighth, okay, is similar, so also the first element and the eighth element will have similar properties. I hope it is clear to all of you. Okay, so let's see. So if I go to see here, if you see they are arranged in this order, so which will be similar? Hydrogen will be similar to fluorine. Lithium, the second element, will be similar to the sodium. Sodium is the ninth element, so difference how much? 7. Beryllium will be similar to magnesium. Boron will be similar to aluminium. Carbon will be similar to silicon. Nitrogen to phosphorus. Oxygen to what? Sulfur. I hope you're getting it, boys. Okay, so this is how it is. Now this was, and that's how he made this table. Okay, he made 7 groups, 7 columns, and the eighth column, the eighth element automatically comes under the first column. The ninth will come under the, so if you, okay, ninth will come under the second column. I hope this is clear. Now let's go. Now let's see what were the advantages and disadvantages. Okay, of his. So what are the disadvantage of Newland's law? Just like we saw, Dobriner's law also had some disadvantages. So also Newland also had some disadvantage. Newland's law also had some disadvantage or limitation. There were some problems. So let's see. What is the first thing? Elements after calcium did not obey Newland's law. since the law was applicable only to elements with lower atomic masses or weights. Now when I say atomic mass or weight, it means the same thing. Okay, एक ही चिड़िया का नाम है. Okay, so elements after calcium did not obey Newland's. That means if you go, if I take you backwards, where is calcium? Calcium is here, right? So only it applied to the how many elements? 7 here, 7, 14, 16, 17, 18. So it applied only to the first few elements. Okay, up to calcium. After calcium, the law did the all the elements were not similar. For example, any example if you take here, iron, metal, or can you see here iron, Fe, and sulfur is a what? Non-metal. Can you see metal and non-metal both are in the same group? How is it possible? Not possible. Okay, so there is some, that means after calcium, up to calcium, his law worked fine. After calcium, his law was not applicable. That means it was only applicable to elements of lower atomic mass. I hope this is clear. So let's go to the next. He forcibly put dissimilar elements in the same position, though they had different properties. So he forcibly put, because it, just okay, though they were dissimilar or not similar, not chemically similar, he still put them in the same position. That is wrong. Though they had different properties, he put them in the same position. Okay, so let's see. For example, cobalt and nickel, cerium and okay, cerium and what is that? Lanthanum. Okay, so if you go to see cerium and lanthanum, they are all. If you go, can you see cerium and lanthanum? They are in the same group. And say where is cobalt and nickel here? Can you see the follow the spotlight, students? So cobalt and nickel. Okay, so if you see they are now, can you see they are forcibly put in the same slot now? But if you go to see, if you go open your page number, or go to page number 23, modern periodic table, cobalt and nickel. Where is cobalt? Cobalt is in group number 9 and nickel is in group number 10. So actually they are elements in two different groups. How can you put them together? So that was a problem. I hope I'm clear. Okay, so they had totally different elements and still he put them in the same what is that, same slot or the same position forcibly. Even cerium and lanthanum, actually they belong to two different things. Okay, but he put them in the same. Next, moreover, he also placed some elements with different properties under the same note. For cobalt and nickel were placed along with the halogens, whereas iron was placed along with cobalt, having similarity cobalt and nickel were placed along with the non-metals. So in the second point, what did we see? Second limitation, dissimilar elements which are not similar, chemically similar, he put them in the same position or same group. And here in the third point, we see elements which are same, he put them under the same position. Clear? So let's see again. Let's go back. Can you see cobalt and nickel? Here it is. Cobalt and nickel. He has put them in the what? Same. As you can you see here? Yeah. Actually, cobalt and nickel should have been under iron. This group, the 7 iron wala group, but he had put it under in the first group along with the halogens, fluorine, chlorine. Now these are halogens, and cobalt and nickel. Can you see fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine? They are all halogens, and cobalt and nickel is a what? It is a metal. How can the metals be put in the halogens along with the halogens in the same group? Not. It is a big mistake. Okay. So that was a problem. Let's see the next one. His table did not have the provision, that is empty slots, to accommodate the newly discovered elements. So when new elements are discovered, there were no slots. He had not kept any empty spaces for the newly discovered element. I told you those days elements were being discovered every now and then. New elements were discovered. Okay. And the biggest problem when noble gases or inert gases were discovered between 1894 and 1900, the first noble gas, argon. I hope you know all the noble gas, no? Helium, neon, argon, xenon, radon, krypton, all this. So the first noble gas was discovered in argon was discovered in 1894, and the last noble gas, that was radon, was discovered in 1900. Within 6 years, all the noble gases were discovered. I hope it is. So, but when the noble gases were discovered, the law failed completely. Before the noble gas was discovered, at least the law was working. Can you see here? The law was applicable up to calcium. Up to calcium. Only after calcium there was a problem. But the moment noble gas was discovered, the full law went for a toss. So remember, the inert gas, I for inert gases, the noble gases, they flopped this table. Okay. The moment this was discovered, this table flopped. So can we, as you can see here, I have kept it for you. Can you see here? This is the original table. Can you see? And now see, when I put the helium, neon, and argon according to the atomic masses, what has happened? The whole table has got disturbed. Here, if you can see, beryllium, magnesium, calcium. Here, where the beryllium is come here, magnesium is come here, calcium is come here. Three different tables. Can you see here? It was lithium, sodium, potassium. All the alkali metals are here in the same. But the moment noble gases were put in the were discovered and put in the table, can you see what has happened? Here hydrogen, fluorine was in the same table. Here hydrogen is in the first group, first column, second fluorine second group, fluorine third group. The whole table went for a toss. So remember, the I for inert gases, it just his flopped the his whole law went for a, it was flop. Okay, I hope this is clear. uh, okay, let's go to the next one, the next scientist.